They say the night sky above Ashwood, Arizona is different. The stars don't just shine. Sometimes they watch you back. On June 14, 1993, a local family vanished from their farmhouse. There were no signs of forced entry, no footprints leading away from the property. Every single clock in the house had stopped at exactly 3:17 a.m. But the neighbors reported something else entirely. A light suspended in the sky, right over the tree line. It was silent, white, and far too bright to be anything human. Ashwood is a quiet desert town, home to about 1,200 residents, one gas station, and a single two-lane road that cuts through miles of sand and scrub. But it's famous for one thing: the sky. It's crystal clear. There's almost no light pollution, making it a stargazer's paradise. That summer, though, dozens of locals started reporting strange aerial activity. Lights that would just hover in absolute silence. Objects that seemed to move, as if they knew they were being watched. The local sheriff's office tried to write it all off as drones, or maybe secret military testing. But you have to remember, this was 1993. Most people in a town that remote didn't even have dial-up internet, let alone advanced drones. And then came the McCulloch family, James, Rebecca, and their young daughter, Lily. June 13th was a normal Sunday. It was also the last night anyone saw them alive. The neighbor, living across the road, told investigators a chilling story. Her power went out just after 3 a.m. She went to her window to check the breaker box outside, and that's when she saw the sky glowing. It wasn't like a plane. It wasn't a flare. It was a solid column of pale, white light, completely silent, beaming down directly onto the McCulloch property. The light disappeared as suddenly as it came. When sheriff's deputies arrived the next morning, the house was wide open. The kitchen table was set for breakfast, as if the family was just about to sit down. A glass of milk was still cold on the counter. A chair was tipped over on its side, the only sign of any disturbance. But there was no family, no footprints outside, and every clock in the house, from the digital one on the microwave to the old analog one in the hall, was frozen at 3:17. In the field behind the property, the deputies found something else. The tall grass was flattened in a perfect, massive circle. The grass wasn't burned or broken. It was just pressed down, as if something impossibly heavy had hovered just above the ground. The sheriff, baffled and out of his depth, tried to call in federal support. But within 48 hours, something strange happened. The entire incident was officially closed. The official report was heavily redacted, black lines covering entire pages. The case files were sealed. It was as if someone wanted the whole thing to just disappear. And for 8 years, it did. The case went completely cold. It became another sad, unsolved mystery. Until one day, a young woman was found walking along the highway about 20 miles from town. It was Lily McCulloch, now 17 years old. She had no memory of where she'd been for the last 8 years. More bizarrely, she showed no signs of aging beyond the night she vanished. She was still wearing the same clothes, the same shoes. They were worn, but not 8 years worn. When the police questioned her, she said only one thing, a cryptic, terrifying sentence: "They don't speak with words. They touch your mind. They show you things, and they don't like the dark." Her pupils were permanently dilated. Doctors discovered a faint, triangular scar on the back of her neck. It was smooth and felt cool, almost metallic to the touch. When they tried to get a closer look at it, the lights in the hospital room flickered violently, and her heart monitor flatlined for exactly 17 seconds. Then, just as suddenly, everything returned to normal. Her heart started beating again. The lights steadied. Lily never spoke about what happened again. She refused to answer any more questions. 3 months after she was found, she disappeared again, this time for good. Today, If you go looking for the McCulloch farmhouse, you won't find it. It's gone. There is nothing left but desert sand and a stark no trespassing sign hammered into the ground. But people still drive out there at night. Some of them swear they see it. The same silent, white light hanging low over the horizon. They say your phone will glitch. Your car radio will fill with static. Your watch might just stop. The local legend says if you stay out there long enough, the light will come closer. And once you see it directly overhead, it's already too late. They don't like the dark. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the unknown. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the unexplained. Stay curious and stay safe.